And I looked at him and I said, I'll see what I can do, son. I'll see what I can do.
You
You like that one?
I like it.
Yeah. So now you want the Donald Ho story?
Yeah, a little musical interlude. Famous Don Ho song. So now let's hear the Don Ho story if we could.
Kui Lee
Yes.
wrote a lot of the popular Hawaiian songs, and he was just a sweet, sweet, sweet man. And he was in his late 20s when he died of cancer.
That's all?
Yeah, he came to see me out here, and he was on his way to Mexico to try and, go to Mexico and see
For the
something.
Leotrel or whatever they had at that time.
And then, of course, he passed away. But so I'm on an airplane. I said, where can I go? I don't want to go to Waikiki. Where can I go and get some real Hawaiian entertainment? And the guy says, I'll tell you where. And he says, this guy Don Ho is a local, and you can go out there and you'll get subjected to the real Hawaiian atmosphere. So anyway, I went out there. Donald was entertaining in his club, and I saw him, and I was really impressed. Well, then there was another club that we used to go to all the time. I said we, the cast of Hawaiian Eye, which was a very popular show, and the entertainer was going to go on a holiday. And I said to him, I said, I got a guy could come in here and entertain for you on Waikiki. And he said, who is that? I said, his name's Don Ho.
So you plugged him for this gig. Yeah.
So I bring him in.
Wow.
He sells out.
Sold the concert out.
Yeah. It wasn't a concert. It was a nightclub.
Okay. Yeah. So he sells the nightclub out.
Yeah. So he sells the nightclub out, and they're impressed, and he ends up working Waikiki for years, becomes the local superstar. And there was Kui Lee, Donald Ho, Bobby Cruson, and Robert Conrad. They were the three Hawaiians, and I was the Howley Prince, they called me. And the 3 out of 4 of us used to surf together. Donald didn't, and Donald was in an episode of Hawaiian Eye. And so anyway, he comes here over to us to entertain at the hotel, the Coconut Grove, which was the hotel at the time. And the director that directed him in one of the episodes says, hey, let's go see Donald. He's in town. I said, all right, no problem. So I called for reservation. We get there, and we're way in the back. I mean, you need, no way you're going to see it. And I said, hey, we're friends with Donald. Can we move up a little bit? He said, no, we're sold out. We can't. I said, well, you got that one up there. No one's sitting there. He says, yeah, that's for, and it was a famous baseball player at that time.
Right.
So I said, oh, okay. So I said, where's Donald? And they told me, and I went up to his room, and there were a bunch of Samoan, bodyguards. And I said, hey, Donald, how are you? He said, hey, bro, I'm good. I said, hey, brother, listen, I'm with Irving Moore, and our table's terrible. Can we move forward? Can you help us? And he said, no, man, I can't do it. I said, you can't what? He said, no, man, I can't do it. And we're sold out. I said, but they got that table in front, and we can switch. He said, no, that's a famous baseball player. I said, okay. I said, Donald, don't call me up. That would be a big mistake.
Call you up on the stage. Yeah,
Yes.
say, hey, Robert Conrad's in the house.
Yes.
Don't do it.
And he did.
And he made the mistake.
Yes.
What kind of tiny bubbles? What happened? Did the tiny bubbles get larger? What did you do? Did you go up to the stage?
Yes.
Yes, you went to the stage.
Yes. And I said, what rhymes with this word? Because that's who he is. First word is ass. And you figure out the rest of the word.
What did Donald say after that?
He got his finger stuck in the piano.
You've had a few run-ins with a couple of musicians
But anyway,
from time to time.
anyway-
These are great musician stories.
But
I like
anyway,
them.
Kui Lee and Bobby Cruson and myself, we'd said, what happened to this guy?
He became showbiz.
He went Hawaii on
Yeah,
us.
he went Hawaii on you.
Anyway,
That's exactly right.
Donald passed away, and that was just one of those stories that we have to share. We did the Marine thing, and then we did the Donald Ho story.
That's good. We're getting
Now
some good
let's-
stories.
Now let's go to Chicago.
Let's get
to
some
Chuck.
Chicago stories from Chuck, who's calling us on CRN. You're on with Robert Conrad. Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey,
Thanks.
Bob, how are you, man?
Good. Thanks for calling again. What's up?
Hey, listen, I'll talk fast so I can open a line for your friend Shannon to get through.
Yeah, she's still not through, by the way,
Well,
Chuck.
I don't want to be an obstruction.
She's
I just wanna-
complaining, though, that she can't
Yeah,
get
she
through.
whines. I couldn't get through. I said, okay.
So go right ahead. You're on,
No
Chuck.
excuses.
No excuses.
Did you
right.
ever? Did you ever meet Pappy Boyington?
Oh, boy.
Shame,
Chuck,
shame,
come on. Is the
shame
sun
on
rising?
you. Shame on
Will
you.
the sun rise tomorrow?
Okay.
He was a consultant. They hung out on that show. I've heard this one, not to say anything, Chuck, I apologize, but I mean, I've heard this, that they actually were together on the show on Black Sheep. But Pappy was what was his title on the show? Was he a technical advisor?
Yeah, he was tech. Yeah,
He was out on the set.
every day.
No kidding.
Yes, they went every day, and he stayed in my. I had a beautiful motorhome, and he liked the sauce.
Did you guys go out after a few episodes?
No, we didn't have to.
We just stayed in the
I had the
motorhome.
beautiful motorhome.
That's good, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, and the Colonel and I hung out together, and I loved.
He was a tough guy.
Yeah, I loved him, and we flew together. And he didn't have his license then, but we're in the airplane. We're going to one of those golf outings. I didn't play, but he did, and I was flying him to it. And he said, "I'm going to fly this trip." I said, "Oh God," to myself.
Was this in your Saratoga?
No, this was in my Malibu.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh God." Anyway, what are you going to do?
You made it.
Well, he almost went into the fence, but we made it. Okay, he was better in combat than he was, And okay, so what's up, Chuck? Anything else?
That's it, man. I just
Anyway,
wanted to say hello. And
good.
see
Thank
how
you.
you're doing.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the call. And yes, I did know Colonel Boynton. Okay?
All right, that's great. Thanks for taking my call, and I hope Shannon gets through.
By the way, Chuck, where do you live in Chicago? What part of Chicago?
Near North Side now. Grew up on the South Side.
So are you a Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Absolute Cubs fan. Got to be a Cubs fan.
Oh,
And I'm telling
brother,
you-
wait, hold on a second. Wait a minute.
I know.
First off, you
we
didn't
are
know that
going to-
Pappy was on the set, and now he just mentioned, Bob, that he's a Cub fan.
Who?
Chuck just
You're
mentioned.
never going to take my call.
Who are you talking
The
about?
caller was here.
Who?
Chuck.
Who?
Oh, Chuck, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, boy, I'm persona non grata now. I'm never going to get a call.
Hey, I'm from 63rd Street. White Sox, come on.
Come on.
White Sox, come on.
90th.
Yeah, all those guys. I like the Cubs, but they're all gay. But that's okay.
Which-
All right.
Hey, we are going to be in the World Series this century.
I hope
This
so.
century. Very good,
That's
Chuck.
right.
I hope so.
All right, guys, take
All right.
care. Stay
Thanks,
well.
Chuck, there
Bye-bye.
goes Chuck from Chicago. Now formerly from the South Side, now on the North Side. Boy, they turn quick when they go to the North Side, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
They
Now,
really-
guess where we're going? We're
Where?
going to New Hampshire when we come back.
Oh, I like
we're
New
going
Hampshire.
to the beautiful Sioux.
The beautiful Sioux?
Beautiful Sioux.
Beautiful Sioux.
Yes.
Okay, that's straight ahead here. If you want to give us a call, Chuck has opened up a line for Shannon at 800-336-2225, or any of you can call in. 800-336-2225. Don't forget, we do the show live on Thursday starting at 3 o'clock Pacific time. That's when you want to call. If you're listening on the weekend, email us, rconrad@crni.net.